Season's been moving right along, and here we are, the 6th of August, the beginning of an 11-game homestand at PNC Park. And the Pirates fans are excited tonight to get this one underway against the Arizona Diamondbacks. Game 1 of a 4-game series with their foes from the National League Western Division. And Eric Bedard taking the hill, the left-hander who has done better at PNC Park in terms of ERA, 2.72 his earned run average in 8 starts here. Gabby Sanchez coming over from the Marlins makes his Pirates debut at home, and Starling Marte had a big hit yesterday, a 2-run triple, helped the Pirates to a win over Cincinnati. Kirk Gibson's lineup for the Diamondbacks. Willie Bloomquist leads off, Aaron Hill, and Jason Kubel. He has been a run producer for Arizona. Paul Goldschmidt, then Justin Upton, Miguel Montero, the catcher, Chris Johnson, the former Houston Astro. Chris Young batting 8. Hits very well against the Pirates over his last 13 games, a .396 average. And Wade Miley, the left-handed pitcher, bats 9th against the Pirates southpaw, Eric Bedard.
You can see Eric's numbers brought to you by the Western Pennsylvania Chevy dealers. The ERA has been creeping up, almost pushing the 5 mark right now. A very bad earned run average in June and July. Turn the page into August, starts with an A. April was also a great month for Bedard, ERA in the 2s. Maybe we got something there. I hope so. But he needs to turn this thing around and start pitching like he did at the beginning of the season.
Willie Bloomquist has been out for a while. Back tonight, takes a strike.
Eric's earned run average in June was over 6. In July was over 6.
Bloomquist out of Arizona State, the first Sun Devil to ever play for the Diamondbacks in that home region in the desert. Take a look at the AGH injury update. Took grounders and hit over the last 2 days. Hasn't played since the 29th of July, but he's in the lineup tonight, batting leadoff and playing shortstop. Fouls it back, and the count 1-2. Bedard getting ahead. Josh Harrison making sure the cleats are tied up, making his 3rd straight start. Started at third base yesterday, shortstop the night before that. Here's Bedard's 1-2 pitch. Fouled off.
Very important series, really for both teams, but more so for the Diamondbacks. They do not want to fall any further behind in that wild card race, and they really need to start getting closer if they're going to make a run.
Well, they're a lot closer in the division, 4 games in back of the division leading Giants than they are in the wild card, 7 games back. Popped up to shallow center. Here comes McCutchen. First out of the ball game. Defensively in the outfield for the Pirates, Marte in left, Jones in right, McCutchen in the middle. Harrison, Barnes on the left side of the infield, Walker and Gabby Sanchez on the right side, with Rod Baraja starting for the 2nd game in a row against the Diamondbacks here. Starling Marte, this is what he's been waiting for, not only to make his big league debut, which he did at the beginning of the road trip in Houston, but to do it at home in front of the home crowd who has just seen him play on television here on Root Sports. Now they get to see him in person.
And now he knows why he's in left field.
The acreage.
Yeah, got a lot of room back there. His speed will come in handy getting back into that 4-10 corner.
Second baseman Aaron Hill takes a strike. Hill has done well on the road for the Diamondbacks. He's hit safely in 14 of his last 15 road games, hitting .328 away from his home ballpark in Arizona. Up in the air to Marte. 2 men out. He knows what those glasses are for here at this time of the night as well. He was just in the shade out of the sun. Left field, left center field, and part of center field at this time still a sun field. And can play havoc occasionally.
There you can see the little slice of sunshine that disappear pretty quickly here.
There's Jason Kubel. Kubel's been doing a lot of good things with the bat for the Diamondbacks. .283 the average, but he has 23 home runs, same number of home runs as Andrew McCutchen. The RBIs have been coming as well, 73.
A pretty strong lineup Diamondbacks have, and you can see why the Pirates would like to keep them where they're at. This is a team with their lineup. You can see how they could get hot and rip off a bunch of wins. And if you do it in those head-to-head games like this is, it's a two-place swing in the standings.
Final tip.
Another reason why those head-to-head games are important too is that I understand that the tiebreaker, as far as who's got home field advantage for that that knockout game, is going to be one of the tiebreakers is head-to-head competition. So you want to do the good work when you're playing the other team.
Walker will handle this chance. And a clean top half of the first inning for Eric Bedard as he gets the Diamondbacks in order. Pirates coming to the plate against Wade Miley of Arizona. PNC Park, first on an 11-game homestand. Pirates lineup brought to you by Toyota. Starling Marte leads off Josh Harrison in the 2 spot. Made .438 over his last 5 games, with a double and a home run, and he has scored 4 times. McCutchen, the Major League's leading hitter, in the 3rd spot. Gabby Sanchez hitting cleanup. Then Walker bats 5th. Jones, Barajas, Barmes, and Bedard batting 9th against Arizona lefty Wade Miley, who's been quite a surprise for this team this year. So Miley pitching to Marte to start things off, and he delivers a strike.
Miley having a fantastic rookie season. Look at the numbers. The ERA now under 3. He's won twice as many as he's lost. He has been an extremely important addition.
Miley this year wasn't really a candidate for the rotation in spring training, but all of a sudden he's got the Diamondbacks rookie record for wins in a season with 12. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Marte.
If it continues to pitch the way he has been pitching, he'll set that mark up there where he'll probably have it for a while.
Well, his teammate Josh Colmenter had the record last year with 10, but he has blown past him right now. Marte has one blown past him for strike 3. A Rivers Casino tips to win tonight, Bob. What do you have?
Well, this is what we have. Bedard good in Pennsylvania. He's got a 2.7 ERA here. The Pirates are great here at the mouth of the Ohio. We've talked about what a tremendous job they've done at home, and that's going to pay off here not only tonight but the whole homestand. And the young Miley, I think today is going to meet his match. We've been just talking about how good he is. Well, not tonight.
Send Hannah back to Montana.
Yeah, I think most of our young viewers know what I'm talking about.
Miley Cyrus reference. You're a big fan?
I have 2 granddaughters. I've watched Hannah Montana, I think, every episode.
Harrison breaks his bat, rolls it down to Johnson at third. 2 out. Defensively for the Diamondbacks, Jason Kubel's in left field, Chris Young's in center, Justin Upton is in right. Chris Johnson, who just made the play, traded from Houston while we were there at the beginning of the road trip. And Miguel Montero completes the battery. Wade Miley getting set to pitch to Andrew McCutchen and Justin Upton, who was the subject of many trade rumors, including one involving the Pirates prior to the deadline. Still in that Diamondback outfield. McCutchen had a home run in his last at bat yesterday in Cincinnati. His 23rd of the year, tied his career high. No balls and 1 strike. Miley likes to grab the ball and throw it. He will work fast. Doesn't walk many guys either. Throws a lot of strikes. He is an alligator hunter from the bayous of Louisiana. Strike is called on the outside part of the plate, 1-2. So the Diamondbacks have asked him to curtail his alligator chasing.
Yeah, that's probably something he's dial back a little bit.
Nice ball in, 2-2. Well, there's no question who the leader is.
He pretty much means a lot to this club.
3 balls and 2 strikes to Kutch, who now, needless to say, leads in every offensive category. But it is neat to see that on the scoreboard. One guy's name in every column, every category. Payoff pitch. And McCutchen drives it to short. Good hop for Bloomquist, throwing on the run, gets McCutchen. Pirates gone in order. They'll head to the 2nd inning. On a nice night in the Berg, no score.
Diamondbacks and Pirates are scoreless as we head to the top of the 2nd. And if you liked what A.J. Burnett has done over the last week against Chicago and Cincinnati, well, you are not alone. It's time for our PNC Achievement for the Achiever in You. And today, Major League Baseball named him the National League Player of the Week, and for very good reason. Of course, he just missed that no-no in Chicago and came up huge with that victory yesterday in Cincinnati. And speaking of all that drama we saw against the Reds, don't forget, or if you didn't know, we will see Cincinnati 6 more times. September 10th through the 12th, and then September 28th through the 30th, right here at PNC Park. That's the second to last series of the season. Isn't it funny, guys, how things work out?
It is funny, too. And don't forget, after the Reds at PNC Park, it's the Braves for the final 3 games, which right now the Pirates are battling for that top wild card spot. So things are going to get interesting around here. And certainly for A.J. Burnett, congratulations in order. What a week he had.
Just an awesome deal in yesterday's game. That was you had to win that ball game. You had your ace out on the mound, and he went out and he just took that game by the neck. Fabulous.
And he is now tied for the lead in wins in the National League, and you've got to start putting him in that Cy Young conversation if this keeps up.
Certainly do. You know, talking about that Atlanta series that you just brought up again, when we discuss wild card stuff and how well we play at home, we want that 1-game playoff at home. So if we finish tied with somebody for the wild card.
To right center field, on the run, McCutchen. He won't get it. Goldschmidt will head to second base, and the Diamondbacks first baseman is in with a leadoff double, his 31st double of the season.
Leadoff doubles are always tough to keep away from home plate, so Eric's got his work cut out for him. Left that ball upstairs a little bit. It drove into the gap. But the tiebreaker for that is head-to-head, so there could be a tremendous amount of different things on the line, not only in the Cincinnati series, but then that Braves series. Because could be the 2 wild card teams going at each other to see who can have the home field advantage.
You know, who knows? Maybe the Braves just stay right here.
Yeah,
it becomes a 4-game series.
Could be a 4-game series.
Or the Pirates take care of business against Cincinnati and the rest of the their schedule, and then they won't have to worry about the wild card for the last 3 games.
There's a lot of different scenarios. The thing, though, that you know is going to happen is that last series, home series, is going to play huge as far as what's going to happen in the postseason for the Pirates. Get your tickets early.
He wants you there. Want to know to Justin Upton. Nobody out. And Upton hits a ground ball to the right side. Sanchez will grab it. Tosses on to Bedard covering. Just beats Upton to the bag. And that moves Goldschmidt down to third base. So 1 out, runner at third. And the Diamondbacks are in pretty good shape here so far this inning.
Upton didn't hit that ball very well, but that's a positive out for the Diamondbacks. Looks like the infield's going to move in.
Pirates want to cut down the run early. Usually you don't see an infield in this early in the ball games with no score. But the Pirates are going to try to cut down Goldschmidt if they can. Miguel Montero, who has a 7-game hitting streak against the Pirates, hitting .283. Swing and a miss.
Eric would like to come up with a strikeout here. It doesn't make any difference where anybody's playing. I would prefer the ball not even be put in play.
One pitch to Montero. Ball 1 strike. Ball ran outside. Goldschmidt at third base, a leadoff double. Pirates trying to make him waste one. Pirates with the infield in. Diamondbacks catcher Montero at the plate. Fouls it back, and now it's a 1-2 count. Wandy Rodriguez, first time wearing a Pirate uniform at home. And he will end up pitching Thursday. It's Travis Snyder, the former Blue Jay, same thing.
A lot of new Pirates in uniform tonight. Haven't been here before.
Montero strikes out, and there are 2 down. The Pirate infield can move back. A big strikeout early in the game for Bedard.
Exactly what he wanted to do. Once he got strike 1, that definitely was on the agenda. Not a great pitch. Fastball just right down the middle. Montero somehow came up empty on it.
Well, Ray knows that Bedard needs a big game tonight. 5-12 the record. Had a tough outing last time out against the Cubs. Went 4 1/3, gave up 9 runs, 8 of them earned. Trying to bounce back here. Chris Johnson, pretty good hitting third baseman. We were in Houston the first leg of the road trip. Johnson was the starting third baseman. He was pulled out during one of the games and traded to the Diamondbacks.
Hitting cleanup, wasn't he, for the Astros?
0-1 pitch.
Seventh tonight.
The last time he was in the lineup was when he was opposing his former teammate Wandy Rodriguez. That was on the 28th of July. He actually hit third in that game, but he had hit cleanup, I believe, in the first game of that series. No,
well, it might have been third.
It was third 2 days ago.
Either third or fourth. The two, the two big spots in a lineup. That your 2 best hitters.
He was on a tear. He was really the offensive bright spot for Houston. Houston was mired in a miserable slump at the time. They had lost a club record 12 in a row.
Watching him, it was apparent that he was happy with the trade. We saw him on the telephone out in the dugout just before the game started.
Right in Harrison. Plays the short hop well. And the Diamondbacks do indeed waste their leadoff double from Goldschmidt. A couple of zeros hung up early by Bedard. Pirates coming to the plate in the second, no score. Bedard pitching out of a slight jam in the top half of the second inning. Really beautiful night for a ball game here. Great way to start this 11-game homestand. Good opportunity to see the Bucks here at home for a number of games. 4 against the Diamondbacks, 3 against the Padres on the weekend, and then 4 against the Dodgers. Gabby Sanchez will take a strike.
probably going to see a lot of that tonight. Miley is working fast, and the Pirate hitter stepping out on him.
Sanchez pops it up foul. Goldschmidt under it. Will make the catch. Let's go downstairs by the dugout and check in with Dan Potach.
All right, Tim, thank you very much. You know, earlier you spoke about the success that Wade Miley is having as a rookie this season. In fact, he could lead the Diamondbacks in victories by the time the season is up. The last Pirates rookie pitcher who led or co-led the team in wins. Well, you got to go back 10 years to 2002 when Josh Fogg posted 12 wins for the Black and Gold. That's 6 less than the team record of 18 by a rookie. Cy Blanton had 18 back in 1935. About 10 years ago, remember that trade? Fogg coming over from the White Sox. That trade worked out pretty well for the Buccos, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it did. Kind of two really quality arms.
Yep.
It was a good trade. That was for sure. Just things just never really seemed to mesh, though. A lot of times with some of those trades. That one was one of the good ones, at least for a while.
No balls and 2 strikes to Neil Walker.
Josh ended up playing Colorado his last year.
Yeah,
but he was really highly thought. I mean, he was a sensation for the Rockies there for a while.
He earned a nickname called the Dragon Slayer. They throw him out there against the other number ones and the big teams, and he would come away with wins in very big games. Walker had a home run in yesterday afternoon's game to give the Pirates their first lead in the series. Ended up with a 3-hit day. Had 11 runs batted in during the recently completed road trip. Hopes to continue that here at home. 11 runs over 9 games played. He had a day off one game. Did not play the afternoon game on getaway day in Chicago. He's hanging in there.
Step into that box. You better be ready to hit.
Yeah,
he's ready. Like right now, Miley's looking for a sign.
Now we see a guy like Jeff Karstens, for example, who we think works pretty quickly, but Jeff's a little tardy compared to how Miley works.
Interesting part of this matchup. Eric, he likes to slow things down. Miley likes to get it and throw.
Neil making him work.
I don't know if that's a strategy you use on alligators. You got to get after them real quick. You can't wait.
I wouldn't wait. Would you wait? Bounced. Maybe he just stands there and throws baseballs at them until they're stunned. Who knows? Malaysia, Louisiana. Born in Hammond, Louisiana. 25-year-old Wade Miley. Walker hits this one pretty well to right center field, but drifting over is Chris Young. He'll make the catch in front of Upton. And there are 2 men out in the Pirates half of the second inning. Well, Miley entered the season considered the 9th best prospect in the Diamondbacks organization. I think he may have climbed the ladder a little. It's amazing, though, with some guys, when they get an opportunity, how they can run with it. And that's what Miley's done.
His emergence has definitely been a reason why they're still in this race. Try and use his good work to either win that Western Division or at least get in somehow in the wild card. Without his 12 victories, they'd be in a tough spot right now.
2 balls and a strike to Garrett Jones. Garrett trying to slow things down just a little bit. 2 balls and a strike. And Miley wants to throw right now. Figured with Jones stepping out, he'd do a little gardening in front of the rubber. 3-1 on the ground to first. Goldschmidt's got it. Wins the foot race to the bag, and the Pirates are gone in order. Wade Miley has retired the first 6. Pirates on to the 3rd inning at PNC Park.
Pirates Baseball on Root Sports is brought to you by Chevrolet and their award-winning cars, trucks, and crossovers. By your Toyota dealer, where quality, dependability, and good MPG all come standard. Toyota, moving forward. And by Day Automotive. We're going to make your day. Let's go Bucks!
Top of the 3rd inning. No score. Diamondbacks and Pirates. As Eric Bedard gets set to face bottom part of the order, Chris Young, the 8-hitter. Wade Miley, the 9-hitter, and he is a hitter. He's not an automatic out. Then back to the top of the order, Willie Bloomquist. Pitch to Young. Missed for a ball. 2 balls and no strikes.
Young not hitting much for average. You don't want to give him any free passes. Make him hit his way on. He's got that great speed. You absolutely don't want to walk in this situation.
Just didn't miss by all that much.
You have a guy up there that's struggling to get hits. And he can run like the wind. Do not walk him.
Bedard gets back in the count. 3 balls and a strike. Oh, he found a seat. Somebody ought to check his ticket.
I think he's ticketed for that seat.
Popped up to right near the line. Jones finds it. That's out number 1. This Saturday at Sky Blast, presented by Iron City Beer, featuring Zambelli fireworks and Styx live in concert. After the Bucks host the Padres at 7:05. And don't miss your opportunity to watch the concert from the field at PNC Park. Go to pirates.com/field to buy your field passes. That's all that is available, we understand. And that's going to be a neat place to see that concert. Saturday night should be rocking here at the ballpark.
That's going to be quite a night here. A huge crowd on hand.
Wade Miley likes to swing the bat. Does a good job with it. Watch this one foul down the left side. He was the first rookie pitcher since Harvey Haddix in 1953 to have at least 11 wins and 11 hits before August. Only 5 pitchers accomplished that feat since 1940. And Wade Miley the last to do it. He's got 12 wins and 11 hits. And again, you go back to Harvey Haddix when he was with the Cardinals in 1953 as the guy to do it before him. And before Haddix, it was Boo Ferris of Boston in 1945. First guy to do it, Dick Newsom in 1941. So he's in rare company with a bat as far as being a pitcher. Bedard's 0-2 to Miley. Tried the corner and missed. Brian O'Nora calling the balls and strikes. He's the crew chief. First base, Chad Fairchild, Larry Vanover at second, and Alfonso Marquez is in back at third base tonight. Well, he fouls this one off. Clint Hurdle's got 4 new faces to look at out there. He's probably happy with that. Didn't necessarily see eye to eye with the last crew. Found himself ejected for the 3rd time this year in one of the games against the Reds. And Miley, bad chase. Barajas chases the loose ball and throws him out. Strikeout and then 2-3 on the putout, so 2 are out. And back to the top of the Arizona order, and Willie Bloomquist, who flied to center his first time up.
Blomqvist might be taking a pitch here and let his starting pitcher get back in that dugout, sit down for a second before he has to go out there. You think about that when you're out on the mound. You use that to your advantage, jump out ahead. See if it goes that way. Oh, but it got a nice easy out.
That's it, right to Garrett Jones. Second time in 3 innings. Eric Bedard has retired. The Diamondbacks in order. Game at PNC Park. Fans, you can enhance your Pirates at-home experience on Root Sports Game Connect, an interactive second screen experience where you can find live game stats and interact with us and fellow Bucco fans watching the game. Game Connect is a better way to connect with the game than ever before, now at rootsports.com. A live screenshot right there of tonight's game. You can see where the Game Talk area is. You can tweet and talk with other Bucko fans. You can also email the broadcast. Put your comments up here to the booth. Rod Barajas leading off against Miley. He delivers a strike. Miley looking in at Montero, winds and fires, and that is outside for a ball. I think Miley's in such a hurry to pitch he doesn't bother to shake off his catcher.
No, he doesn't shake off at all. He gets the ball, whatever he sees. Okay, here we go. That's the way they're working things, and there's a lot of pitchers that are like that. They don't want to have to think about what they're going to do. They just want to be told, this is the pitch, this is where I want it, and you perform. The catcher is kind of like playing one of those video games. And if the pitcher is real good, where he is throwing what you want, where you want it, it is like a video game. Barajas is usually on the same page with AJ.
Bloomquist throws him out. Slowly hit ground ball, hit the infield grass and slowed down quite a bit. Easy play for Bloomquist, who had to charge hard to his left. This will bring up Clint Barmas. Barmas had 2 hits yesterday. Ended up going 2 out of 5. Didn't play on Saturday night. Josh Harrison did instead. Barmas picked up a hit, went 1 for 3 in the opener against the Reds Friday. He will take a strike against Miley. Barmas starting to see his average climb just a bit, slowly but surely. He's at 210. And considering the struggles he had at the beginning of the season and the hole he kind of dug himself in, it's good to see him getting that average up a little bit. He's a career 240 hitter, so maybe by the end of the season he'll be around there. It's almost like on the road trip in Chicago and Cincinnati, lots of black and gold. One ball and 2 strikes.
Amazing watching Miley. He is just like some kind of a pitching machine out there. You better be ready, because here comes the ball.
It's like an iron mic.
Yeah. Like every 20 seconds you got a pitch.
Put your quarter in and the red light goes on. And then this iron arm just keeps coming at you. One after the other. That's how Wade Miley works. Payoff pitch to Barmas. Pops it up. Goldschmidt drifting into foul ground. Retires him for the second out of the Pirates' third. Barmas is gone, and now Eric Bedard will take his chances. And Bedard just getting reacquainted with Brian O'Nora.
He's going to take his time.
Well, he's a hard guy to rush, whether he's pitching or hitting. Ball and 1 strike. Miley out of southeastern Louisiana. And how about that? Eric Bedard gets the Pirates' first hit of the ball game.
Breaks up the no-no.
And his brethren in the rotation really like it. Opposite field rope by Bedard.
Yep. The pitchers spend a lot of time hitting off pitching machines. So maybe that's why. Nobody wants to throw the pitcher's batting practice. They got to go in and load up the machine and turn it on.
Marte, a pretty firm bunt foul. After Eric Bedard collects his third base hit of the season, Marte trying to bunt his way on with 2 outs.
Talking about the Z. Apparently, I'm thinking they're making. Look like they're making fun of Bedard because he even gave the Z real slow.
Not in a hurry to do anything.
Interesting matchup today.
0-2 to Starling Marte.
It's obvious that Miley is the type of guy that loves to work fast. He wants to get in that groove. You have to make him slow down.
You tired faster if you work fast?
Well,
I mean, at this rate?
No, I think he's probably not. And that's not going to be an issue. But what is going to be an issue is if you constantly make him wait, step out, just stand around a little bit, take a lot of time between pitches. He doesn't want that. Start getting in his head, maybe get him a little mad at the situation. You make him start waiting.
Marte loops one into left center for a base hit. Starling Marte's first hit at PNC Park. He's 1 for 2, back-to-back singles with 2 men out for the Pirates.
This bat went down a winner. That ball got inside a little bit. We'll see it here for sure. Oh yeah, right on the label. I'd love that last shot there as the ball hit the bat. You saw it just splinter. Went in half lengthways. Pretty good change up there from watch the bat just shudder and come apart. You see that big slice right down the middle if you look at the handle.
Chunk falling off to the far left. Bedard the runner at second, Marte at first. 0-1 to Harrison. Josh takes outside. 1-1. Harrison grounded out to Chris Johnson at third base in the first inning. Waiting the 1-1 offering from Miley. It's 1-2. Harrison's trying to get home because when he was home, which is Cincinnati, it was busier for him there than it was here and is here. Visiting with family and friends. Had to come up with a bunch of tickets. Down to third, and Johnson goes on to first. That's the inning. Pirates strand 2 after 2 hits. We'll head to the fourth. No score at PNC Park. phone on the boat. No score. Top of the fourth. Time for our AT&T Mobility Trivia question. Yesterday, A.J. Burnett won his 14th game of the season. Who was the last Pirates right-handed pitcher to win more than 14 in a season? Last Pirate right-hander to win more than 14 in a season.
Well, we talked about Josh Fogg. How about his buddy Kip Wells?
Be a solid guess.
But I know Kip. Could be Todd Ritchie.
Could be another one.
Also kind of playing into the Kip Wells, Josh Fogg theme. Or, you know, we might go back all the way to Doug Drabek.
That was the first name I mentioned, and I think it might even be too far back. I mentioned that to somebody earlier when they asked me about the question tonight, because we didn't get the answer tonight. But I guess Doug Drabek, and I said, is that too far back? And the answer was, might be too far back.
Well, there's been so many comparisons that we've made this year between this team and the last team that won a division title. So that would kind of go along with that. It seems like every day there's something that comes up that the last time it happened was with that 92 team. This could be another one.
Gabby Sanchez takes care of out number one. Jason Kubel will come up next.
Could be, how about 14 games? Like Esteban Loaiza, maybe?
There's Kubel. The darts pitch. In for a called strike. We talked about Kubel doing some pretty nice things with the bat recently for the Diamondbacks. That was July. 11 home runs in the month of July. He had 3 of them in one game against the Astros. But he has had 4 hits in his last 32 at bats. So he's been going the other way in the last week or so. Bedard gets ahead 0-2. Luke Gibson, the skipper on the right. Alan Trammell, bench coach. And Trammell, what a great half of the double play combination with the Detroit Tigers. He and Lou Whitaker for years.
A couple pretty good ball players right there.
Gibson spent a little time with the Bucks. One out, base is empty, and the 1-2 pitch coming to Kubel. Don Baylor could hit the ball a little bit, couldn't he?
Some stars over on that coaching staff, that's for sure.
One ball, 2 strike pitch coming to Kubel. Kubel with the Minnesota Twins at one time and enjoying his time with the Diamondbacks. His career high 3 homers in one game came on the 21st of July. 7th Diamondback to do that. 3 home runs in a game. It's been done 9 times total in Diamondbacks franchise history, but Kubel became the 7th different person to do it. Goldschmidt, the first baseman, has the only hit against Bedard so far tonight. On deck. Payoff pitch. Ground ball to short. Tough hop. Varmus recovers and throws him out.
Varmus is so good at throwing off balance. Even on routine plays, he throws off balance on purpose sometimes. And here he is. He picks the ball up. Doesn't take any time to set his feet. Throws perfect strike. Ball came up on him. Kind of funneled it right into his midsection with the heel of his hand.
A.J.H. Camp slowing it down for us. There are 2 men out in the Arizona half of the 4th. Goldschmidt, ground ball left side, diving stop by Harrison. He got it. And for the 3rd inning out of 4, it's a 1-2-3 sit down by Eric Bedard. Nice play by Harrison. Jay makes a good play on Paul Goldschmidt to end the inning. Diving for this one in the hole.
A very good play. Look how little time he spent on the ground. Immediately back to his feet. Bounced up like a rubber ball.
Andrew McCutchen is 0 for 1. He grounded to short in the 1st inning. 1 ball, 1 strike to Kutch. Let's see, what are the other? Og Kutch. Oh no, switch him around. There you go. Go Kutch. Or is it Siegel Utch?
Go see Utch.
Ah, that's it.
Go see Utch.
Got it. Two balls and 2 strikes. Don't worry, it's back to school pretty soon. They'll get their spelling straightened out.
Pretty long.
Watch out down there in the Pirate dugout. Wow.
I'm probably getting behind the netting as quick as I could on that one.
There it is. Travis Snyder's got it in his hands now. Two. Count was full. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Andrew McCutchen. Arrow Automotive. Leader stat average against left-handed pitching since 1974. Kutch 3rd at 447. This one to shallow center. It's going to drop in for a hit. Chris Young couldn't play it. Now Kutch is going to try for 2. Here's the throw. He's safe. Now he's going to try for 3. And he's safe again. Go Kutch.
That's right. They know it. And now Chris Young knows it.
Oh, speed kills.
You got a great pitcher's duel. You can't do things like this. Just nonchalant, and then the ball's laying there right next to him. And basically that was Kutch thinking, I'm going to try and steal this base. And then when it was a bad throw, now he's at third. There's nobody out. Beautifully done. Look at the smile on his face.
Now with nobody out, the Pirates threatening Gabby Sanchez a chance to get McCutchen, and an error charge to Young, and also an error charge to the shortstop Willie Bloomquist. 2 errors on the play after a base hit recorded for McCutchen. Although they haven't put a base hit up there on the board, that was a clean hit before Young misplayed it. It is recorded a single. They just haven't put it up on the scoreboard.
I think that might be a double error on Young. That would, to see it again, but
actually, I was looking at the wrong side. The Diamondbacks with the only #1 up there. Pirates with 3 hits now. Clean base hit.
There's error #1 right there. Now watch the throw. It's in the dirt. To me, that's error #2, isn't it?
Well, Bloomquist got charged with that one.
How do you get charged with not picking the ball out of the dirt? It's the throw. Errors on the throw.
That's a good question for the guy who scores it.
See if that one doesn't change later on. I mean, like if you throw a ball across the diamond to first base and it's in the dirt, they don't give the first baseman the error.
No, they don't. What a hustle play by Andrew McCutchen. He likes it a lot.
Big play. If pitchers duel like this, something like that can win the ball game. That's simple.
Sanchez fouls it off deep down the right side. Gabby Sanchez with his first hit as a Pirate yesterday ended up with a 2-hit game against Cincinnati. The Pirates 6-2 win over the Reds. This will get Kutch in. Ground ball to Bloomquist. RBI for Sanchez, and McCutchen gives the Pirates a 1-0 lead.
Nice at bat by Gabby. Got the infield back and get that ball put in play with all that great speed. You know you got to run easy. Just get something to the middle of the infield.
Fives all the way around, certainly. McCutchen electric on the base paths. 33-12 when the Pirates score the first run of the ball game. Walker fouls this one off. The 1 out, base is empty. Pirates getting to Wade Miley first. He hesitated around first base, but at second base, when the ball was in the dirt, he didn't hesitate at all before he took off at third. It was almost like one motion. The 1-1 to Walker. Short right center field. Justin Upton with the catch. 2 gone. And Walker is 0 for 2.
I think that hesitation at first happened because the ball was so close to Young. But when he saw Young starting to look around for it, not knowing where it was, he knew that was his opening, and he took it.
To Garrett Jones is low. Jones has hit in 11 of his last 12 ball games. He's 0 for 1 tonight. Had a 9-game hitting streak at one point. Bounces this one to Goldschmidt, who retires Jones again. Well, McCutchen Dusting off his running shoes. He got some use out of them in the bottom of the 4th inning. Base hit. Takes advantage of 2 Diamondback mistakes and comes in to score the game's first run. $35. All kids 14 and younger receive a back-to-school lunch bag thanks to Bear. Come early for the #1 Cochran Family Fun Zone on Federal Street. Stay after when all kids get to run the bases thanks to H.K. Anderson Pretzels. For tickets, visit pirates.com. They come back Sunday. They can run the bases after the game. Plus they'll get their lunch back.
He did.
Right to Upton. The 0-1 coming to Upton. Really low. Upton bounced out to Gabby Sanchez in the 2nd inning. 76, 9 homers, 45 runs batted, and still a pretty young player, just 24. One and 2, good pitch from Bedard.
Every year is not all that easy. You gotta fight through some stuff sometimes. He'll learn that. As you said, still very young age, even though he's a veteran.
Just missed on the inside edge. That pitch looked pretty good.
Yeah, I would have had to give him that one.
Brian O'Neill peering over that side of the plate, had a good look at it.
Definitely the spot that Bedard
number 4
wanted it.
That was a strike all weekend. And other ones that were farther outside than that were a strike all weekend.
My kind of strike zone.
Yeah, you like the wide strike zone.
Heck yeah.
Three and 2 the count. Upton's hit in 7 of 8 games. Pulls this one down the line. Foul. Got to watch out down there.
Yes, you do.
You might be in the game before you know it.
It's a place where you're going to get some hard hit balls in that section. Got to be ready to make the play.
I know now. Three and 2. Bedard's payoff pitch. Broken bat. And Walker fields it with ease. That's the first out of the 5th. Our AT&T Mobility trivia question. Yesterday, A.J. Burnett won his 14th game of the season. Who was the last Pirates right-handed pitcher to win more than 14 in a season? The answer is Todd Ritchie. Bob, you pulled that one out. That was, well, you actually had 3 answers, but that was one of them.
I had 2 answers.
Oh, no, you're right. You had 2. You mentioned Kip Wells, and you mentioned Josh Fogg's name, but that was for another reason, not as an answer.
Right, not as an answer.
Right.
I was saying that.
You're right.
I said, how about Kip Wells, Josh Fogg's buddy, and then Todd Ritchie also. I believe it was Todd Ritchie that went to the White Sox. Not 100% sure of that. I'm pretty sure it was Todd.
Oh, Burnett's 14 wins. That's the second highest win total in a single season he's ever had. 18 the highest in 2008. And still a lot more starts to go. This could be really something special. It has been already for A.J. Burnett, but we don't know how his story is going to end this season. Could have a very happy ending. 1-0 to Miguel Montero. Ball and a strike to the catcher. He struck out last time up. That was in the second inning. One of 2 strikeout victims.
Swung and missed a fastball, 88 mile an hour, just right down the middle. With a runner at third and less than 2 outs. Couldn't get the ball put in play. It was a big part of this ball game, a 1-0 game. Bedard was able to come up with that strikeout.
Two-one coming from Bedard. Two and two. Pirates with 61 wins. Had their 61st win yesterday on the 5th of August. Last year, the Pirates had their 61st win on the 24th of August.
And last pitch, another 88 mile an hour fastball right out on the outside half. For some reason, Montero is not seeing that pitch very well.
2-2, driven to left, and right there, Starling Marte.
Bedard decided, hey, I'm going to stick with it. And that time he was able to lift it out at the left field to Marte. Barajas, I'm sure that they remembered that strikeout pitch also. Sometimes even if you're not throwing all that hard, if you got a hitter up there that either is not picking up the ball for some reason or is just setting on off-speed pitch all night long, you can still get a lot of outs with that fastball.
Bedard gets ahead of Johnson. Johnson bounced out to Harrison at third base to end the second inning. And 1 to Chris Johnson, and the pitch from Bedard was hit behind him and down the steps of the Pirate dugout.
That was a perfect fastball on the inside corner. If you're going to get the head of the bat to that baseball, you almost have to pull it foul. Maybe not that much, but still, if you're going to get out in front of a pitch that far inside, you got to pull it foul. If you're not going to get out in front of it, it's a little jam shot to an infielder.
0-2. 2 men out, bases empty. Johnson strikes out. 12 in a row set down for Eric Bedard. Bedard getting it done. Blowing up the bat of Upton to start the inning. 6 going to the Pirate half of the 5th inning. You can follow the Pirates with the MLB.com at Bat 12 app for your iPhone, iPad, Android, BlackBerry, and Windows Mobile. Get live audio, pitch tracking, video highlights, and more. Text at Bat to 31826 or visit Pirates.com for details. And when texting, you can use your own hands or hands on the sign or whatever it takes. Rob Barajas leading off. It's Wade Miley. And Barajas fouls it back. Well, Bob, while we were on the road, and a lot of chatter about the Buccos and the Bird, and a 6-4 road trip out of a 10-game trip. Well, not too bad. 3 out of 4 against Houston, 2 out of 3 against the Cubs. And salvaged the game against Cincinnati. Could have gone either way. Barajas, base hit. And Barajas thinks about 2. And now he's caught up.
There's got to be belly laughter in the dugout right now.
After the belly flop.
After what McCutchen did, and then to see Rod caught out there. They had to absolutely be hysterical.
Well, I think he got a 5.8 from the Russian judge on this one.
Well, he got a pitch that was down. He rips it in the left field. But Rod, not the fastest guy on the team. Now watch him. Oh, maybe, can I make it? Yeah, I can make it. Oh, no, I can't. Oh, first base is too far away.
Like he dove off the 3-meter springboard.
He will be hearing about that for maybe a couple of days.
I think in that event, Bob, they drop the highest and lowest scores and figure out your average.
Here later on we'll do a split screen on McCutchen and Barajas in between first and second.
Pretty good idea how that's going to turn out. 2-0 to Barmas with Barajas at first. Barmas will take a strike. McCutchen scored the game's only run. Base hit, took advantage of a couple of misplays, and found himself at third. Well, Gabby Sanchez got him home with a ground ball, and Barmas belts one to left center field and take. This ball is off the wall. Barajas will stop at third, and into second base is Clint Barmas. Pirates with runners at second and third, and nobody out.
He smoked it into the gap. Barmas, as you pointed out earlier, the batting average is starting to creep up there. Getting his knocks. Well, high fastball right down the middle, and this is what you're supposed to do with it. You barrel the bat on it, drive it somewhere. With nobody out, Barajas obviously going to get the stop sign.
And now they got a hitter at the plate. Is 1 for 1 tonight.
Infield be way in.
Yep, that's Eric Bedard. He had an opposite field single in the 3rd inning. His 3rd hit of the year.
Infield way in. Everybody but Blomquist is short, actually on the grass.
Eric raised his average from 069 all the way up to 100 after his first at bat. No balls in, 2 strikes. Bedard actually began playing baseball after he learned to really like softball as a kid growing up in Canada. Says during the baseball season he speaks and thinks entirely in English, and in the off season reverses it to French. Goes back home near Ottawa. Starts speaking French again. One ball and 2 strikes to Bedard. Pirates with a great opportunity this inning, batting in the bottom of the 5th. A 1-0 lead, 1 run on 5 hits. Barajas started it off with a base hit and a belly flop. And then Barmes at second base with a double.
Barajas has already covered enough ground on the bases to have scored.
He's wearing half the infield on his pants.
That's why the infield way in on the grass. They can't play too deep because they have to respect his speed.
Ooh. Foul ball. Whose speed were you talking about?
Rod's.
He's going to be. He'll probably give you a pat on the back next time he sees you. Left a crater.
Why Montero picked that ball up so quick?
I don't know. He let it roll fair.
Looks like it was still moving.
Bedard to the left side, and Bloomquist throws him out.
Great positioning, getting Bloomquist almost playing side by side. That was a good job by the Diamondbacks.
All right, Bob, here we go.
Let's see who gets to first quick. All right, let's see. That might have been a tie, but right here. This is.
One ends up at first.
It ended up with 2 hit first slides.
2 bases apart. Well, a chance now for Starling Marte. He had a base hit. His last time up, he's 1 for 2. Infield in. And the pitch in. Marte with 6 runs batted in his big league career. And he's up in a big situation.
Be patient. Doesn't mean you can't swing at this pitch, but you just got to make sure it's something you really want. You get to the outfield.
2 balls and no strikes.
Being patient doesn't mean don't swing. It just means get what you want. Don't hit his pitch. Don't swing at what he wants you to swing at.
Off speed pitch.
I don't think he was wanting to hit a 2-0 changeup. He was fooled on that. I thought that he was going to get a 2-0 fastball.
Well, it is 2-2 to the Pirate left fielder. Pirates setting up shop here in the 5th. Now they need to cash in. Greg Ritchie, the hitting coach, watching Marte closely. Fills the count up. Well, Miley's got to be around the plate somewhere. Josh Harrison waiting on deck. 1 out, 2 on. And a 3-ball, 2-strike pitch coming to Marte. This one will make the seats. So a great sign in Chicago about Starling. Pirates fans are holding it up. You got to fight for your right to Marte. Take off of the Beastie Boys.
It's a little base hit right here. There'll be Martang in the dugout.
Ball 4, and it gets away. Barajas going to stay put.
Barajas just causing havoc out on the bases. Havoc. Nice recovery by Marte. You know what happened to him there? He's looking to get something hit to the air. He doesn't want to roll over, hit a ground ball. But I think he got to 2-0 and he got aggressive, and that's why he was out in front of that changeup, and then out in front of the next breaking ball. But then he made an adjustment, started staying back, saw the ball a lot longer, and quit swinging at those off-speed pitches.
Josh Harrison, he's got bucks on the pond here. 1 ball and no strikes to Josh. Harrison hitting .200 this year with runners in scoring position. 0 for 2 tonight. And he grounds this one wide to third. Still 1 out. The challenge here, stay out of the double play.
Exactly, and that's why the same thing with Marte. Don't get all that anxious to try and pull the ball like he just did. You want to hit the ball the other direction or center field to lift it in the air. Now that's not an absolute, but most of the time that's what's going to happen. And if you have that approach, you're not going to be way out in front of that slow stuff.
Inside 2-1.
There's this a 2-strike type approach where you have to wait, try to hit the ball the other way. That's almost what you need to do from the very first pitch when you have that runner at third and less than 2 outs.
And now Miley steps up. Haven't seen that. It's been the hitters who've been stepping out to upset his rhythm, and now
he has something in his eye or maybe a contact that's messing with him. He's got it taken care of.
This next pitch will be his 93rd. Harrison fouls it away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Josh had a good road trip coming off the bench mostly. Went 7 out of 16. Hit a home run in his hometown of Cincinnati against the Reds. 1 out, bases full. 2-2 pitch. 6-4-3. And the Pirates' threat is averted as Harrison hits into the inning-ending twin kill.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time.
Atlanta is on top by literally a half a game heading into action tonight in the wild card standings. Pirates 4.5 back in the Central Division standings. Cincinnati scoreless against Milwaukee in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Pirates need some help from the Brewers tonight. They need some help from the Giants, who are tied with St. Louis 1-1, bottom of the second. Here it's a 1-0 Pirate lead. Chris Young, the number 8 hitter, he is 0 for 1. Bedard started him off 3-0, came back, got a strike, and the next pitch, Young popped it up to right field for an out. Pirates with a golden opportunity in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Then on second and third and nobody out, Bedard would ground out, and then Marte a walk. Bases loaded with 1 out. Pirates couldn't get a run out of it. Harrison got doubled up to end the inning. Slowly hit ground ball. Barnes one hand leaps, throws, got it. Well, you see that leaping throw, Bob. I don't think that's in the how-to manual when you're taught how to do that, but he's a one-handed shortstop, and he's really done a good job perfecting that craft.
Yeah, I mentioned earlier about how he throws the ball off balance even by design. That's what I was talking about. Does that all the time. Very good at it. Very accurate making the throw. Different strokes for different folks. There's not one way to do anything. Whether it's a delivery pitching or fielding ground balls, hitting, whatever. Different ways to get the job done.
0-1 to the pitcher, Miley. Bedard has set down 13 straight. Burnett yesterday set down 18 straight at one point in the series finale with Cincinnati. Bedard hoping he can keep pace. Two balls and 1 strike now to Miley. Two balls, 2 strikes. So Miley struck out and then had to run down to first base when the 3rd strike was dropped. He is 0 for 1, and Bedard with an even count on him, 2-2. Got him on the outside corner. Call, strike 3. Let's see what's happening on the farm right now. AAA, Indianapolis, Jose Tabata. Clint Hurdle today saying that the reports he's getting on Jose is that he's had one of his best weeks of baseball. Brock Holt, Kyle McPherson promoted from AA Altoona to AAA. That's what's happening in the minors right now. Jose, his last 10 games, hitting .432.
Eric Bedard showing again that he loves this ballpark. Big important game here, starting off this homestand, and he is dealing right now on a 1-hit shutout against a pretty darn good hitting club.
From the air to right field, Jones retires it. And Eric Bedard, another 1-2-3 inning. That's 15 in a row. Gone.
Pirates Baseball on Root Sports is brought to you by Barrel Automotive. We're driven to be better. By PNC Bank for the achiever in you. And by Chevy Cruze, which offers EPA estimated 42 mpg highway. Let's go Bucks!
And McCutchen takes ball one from Wade Miley as we begin the Pirates half of the sixth inning. 1-0 Pittsburgh. 1 run on 5 hits. Strike is called to McCutchen. What a neat looking sky. It's over the first base side of PNC Park. A different looking sky tonight.
This ballpark is just about any way you go. Is always a picture postcard waiting to happen. Any baseball fan.
3 balls on strike to McCutchen.
Truly one of the jewels of baseball.
This one's popped up to the right side. Goldschmidt chasing the foul ground. And McCutchen is retired. He's 1 for 3 now.
Miley has been as billed. Throwing great, giving up 1 run. He works extremely fast. Don't know how long he's going to be out there for. He's at the century mark. Nothing going on in the bullpen.
Sanchez almost knocks the hat off of Miley with a drive up the middle and a base hit. Good to see from Gabby Sanchez. Miley had to duck to get out of the way.
And that one was hit plenty hard. Miley wanted no part of that. Looking at some of some of Miley's pitch counts of late, especially. He's been used to throwing quite a number of pitches.
One to Neil Walker. Walker's 0 for 2.
Looking back his last 7 starts, he's got a 116, a 110, a couple more 107s, another 110.
He's an Iron Mike.
Iron Mike, yeah. Maybe have a little oil on that shoulder every now and then.
Hot shot foul. Way out of play. Doesn't seem to need much maintenance. Seems to throw over the top. That high arm slot he's got.
Well, now there's action in that pen.
And Matt Albers, another recent acquisition, came over from Boston. 2 is high. Ball and 2 strikes. Gabby Sanchez, a 1-out single. He's at first, held on by Goldschmidt.
Good sized hole over there with Goldschmidt right on top of the bag.
And Walker took advantage of that yesterday twice. As a left-handed hitter, pulled it through that hole with a runner aboard. And for some reason, Cincinnati's Wilson Valdez playing way over towards second. Double play depth, but he was really shading the bag, and there was nobody over there. Neil had what might normally be 2 routine ground ball outs that just shot into the outfield for base hits. Breaks his bat.
Seems to be able to throw his off-speed stuff for strikes just as easily as he can his fastball. Doesn't matter to him at all. Walker jersey and a Walker foul ball. That's nice.
She's got to be really happy.
Yeah, she went a long way to get that foul ball, didn't she?
Nailed down on strikes. Walker 0 for 3.
He pulled that off-speed pitch foul and probably was telling himself, I got to stay back, don't be so anxious. And not only did he leave the strike zone a little bit behind that fastball.
Garrett Jones 0 for 2. Curveball. 71, 16 homers and 52 runs batted in for Garrett. And a strike is brought up by Alfonso Marquez. Garrett slightly in disbelief.
He got one left. You can't do anything about it, but that was an awfully close one. Take a look. Did the head of the bat get out there? Iffy.
And from that angle, it looked borderline at best. Tough to tell the left-handed hitter there. But it's a 1-2 count anyway. Would have been 1-2 by now. So sometimes they even out.
It changes the approach of Garrett. You know, he's behind that fastball. If he's even or ahead in the count, perhaps he might not be. But he's got to protect so much now. That little slurve type pitch that Miley throws, that one right there.
Oh, what a play by Goldschmidt. A rocket hit down to him. A backhand short hop play. Goldschmidt with some leather. Wow. A bullet off the bat of Jones. Glove save and a beauty. No runs on 1 hit, 2 errors for the Diamondbacks. Top of the 7th inning. First game of an 11-game homestand. First game of a 4-game series for the Diamondbacks. And Eric Bedard has retired 18 of the first 19 Diamondbacks he has faced. He'll face Hill, Kubel, and Goldschmidt 2, 3, and 4 this inning. Hill, the second baseman, fouls it back. Hill flied to left and grounded out to first. Bedard pitching into the 7th inning here. Has been in command all night.
Yes, he has.
To left field and deep, going back Marte. He's got room.
Big left field. One of the reasons a lot of left-hand pitchers like this place is you can maybe make a mistake pitch and might not hurt you. Take a look. It's a fastball right down the middle. And there's a few places we play where this one's over the fence.
Second deck some places. Philadelphia, Cincinnati. Count them up. Here's Kubel.
Way out in Houston.
Bouncer foul. Oh yeah, Houston. That might be through the back window if the roof was open. Miami would be in the nightclub.
This is a good place for a left-handed pitcher. For any pitcher, really. It's a very fair ballpark.
Oh, 1 to Kubel. And Kubel behind, 0-2. Kind of one of those nights you let Eric do his thing. He's rolling. Kubel down on strikes.
It even seems like Eric is working a little faster than normal.
He's picked up the pace.
He could never be accused of being a real fast worker, but he's not really taking a whole lot of time tonight. He's getting the ball and throwing it pretty quickly. He's showing some darn good control with that fastball, especially that last at bat. Everything clustered right on that outside corner.
Here's the pitch to Goldschmidt. He owns the only hit. A double. Takes inside. Our Day Automotive key matchup this season. Paul Goldschmidt against lefties, hitting .383, 10 homers, 27 runs knocked in. And he's the only blemish on Eric Bedard's record tonight. A leadoff double in the second inning. And he gets him with a slow curve, 1-1. If Bedard retires Goldschmidt here, he will match what A.J. Burnett did yesterday in Cincinnati. He has retired 17 in a row, looking for number 18.
Goldschmidt making him wait. He doesn't know that Eric doesn't mind.
No, Eric doesn't care. 1-1 to Goldschmidt. Oh yeah, breaking ball.
Beautifully done. With a backdoor curve. Starts this away off the plate. And here it comes. Curls it right there on the outside corner.
See what he comes back with now. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Eric Bedard turns and delivers home. 2-2.
That's a tough pitch to make 2 times in a row. He tried to double up on it. That one just fell out of there a little ways.
And 17 in a row it'll have to be, as Goldschmidt owns the only 2 hits. He'll try for 2.
Look at that. Marte's got a cannon. That was shooting fish in a barrel.
Starling Marte with a rifle in left field. No chance whatsoever.
Wow.
We invite you now to stand, follow the bouncing Eaton Park Smiley Cookie, and join everyone watching at home on Root Sports as we sing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game."
Eric Bedard offering a gem here tonight. Pirates a 1-0 lead after 6.5. Night for the Buccos so far, and for Eric Bedard. 1-0 Pirates. And Wade Miley out of the ball game now for Arizona. The left-handed starter will leave trailing this one. He cannot get a win here. He's on the hook, and now Matt Albers will take over. Former member of the Boston Red Sox.
There's Albers' National League stuff.
Albers was acquired with outfielder Scott Podsednik from the Red Sox for Craig Breslow at the deadline. We'll face the bottom part of the order, 7, 8, 9. Starting with Barajas, who rips it right down off the glove of Johnson, and Barajas is aboard. Second time Barajas has reached to start an inning.
Definitely got the head of the bat to that one. Ate him up.
And Barma's doubled. He's 1 for 2. He will try to bunt. Hits the bunt down. Albers. The fumble to get the grip momentarily, but recovered in time to retire Farmas. And the sacrifice 1-3, and the man in scoring position.
It'll be Alex Presley coming up to pinch hit.
So Bedard done after 7 innings of 1-hit baseball. 2-hit baseball, beg your pardon. Goldschmidt had both of them. So Presley will come on and try to get Barajas around.
Bad pinch hitting numbers. Home run. A lot of times too, they haven't been necessarily RBI situations for him up there when he's been pinch hitting. He used a lot to lead off and hitting with that speed.
Barajas reaching on the error by Chris Johnson to start the inning. Going down to second on the Barmas sacrifice. Bunt. And a 1-0 coming to Presley. 2 balls, no strikes. Well, Alex's role has changed since Starling Marte came on the scene. Alex will make the occasional start in left. He's actually made a couple of starts in right. When you have a guy like Presley who was a starter for a while, coming off the bench, has to improve the bench some.
For Alex to get more playing time, he's got to improve that hitting. It's been a tough thing for him this year. The on-base percentage is what his game is all about, and at this point it's just in the 270s. He needs to improve that, get back out there on an everyday basis.
Matt Albers lives in the Woodlands in Texas, same place that Pirates pitching prospect Jameson Tyone hails from.
Doug Drabeck country. That's where Doug still lives there or not, where he did in the offseason when he was with the Pirates.
2 on and 1 out. Back to the top of the order, and Starling Marte. And the Pirate bullpen, Jason Grilli going.
Marte about to step up there. I'm really glad that the fans here in attendance tonight got to see exactly what kind of defensive abilities that Marte has. I mean, this is an absolute cannon that he has. We talked about it a lot, and here he shows everybody. That's a rocket in the air right on the bag from almost the left field corner. I mean, this guy is something special. Got a lot of tools.
We've been waiting to see him unleash a throw like that since he came up to start the Houston series in the last road trip.
We got a little taste of it in spring training. Saw, the speed, the arm, all that stuff. And to put that on display right here in his first home game, that's kind of neat. That's, and erasing somebody at second base in a 1-0 game, that was pretty good.
And this could be 2. And it is. That's the second big double play the Pirates have hit into in this ball game with men on base.
Pirates Baseball on Root Sports is brought to you by Jeep. Now get a great deal on a legendary Jeep vehicle at the Jeep Summer Clearance Event. By AT&T, the nation's largest 4G network. AT&T, rethink possible. And by Levin Furniture and the all-new Levin mattress stores. For a great deal on a new bed, shop Levin's. Let's go Bucks!
1-0 Pirates, top of the 8th inning at PNC Park. Somewhat of a nail-biter here tonight. The Pirates have had a couple of opportunities killed off by double plays. Travis Snyder makes his PNC Park debut as a Pirate. He comes in to play right field. And Jason Grilli on to pitch the 8th. He'll face Upton, Montero, and Johnson.
Grilli, you can see the numbers speak for themselves. He's been just fabulous this year. Lots of strikeouts, 62 Ks, 39 innings. Can't say enough about Bedard tonight. Came up with a dandy. And that 2.7 home ERA at the beginning of the ball game brought that down quite a bit. 7 shutout innings.
Well, it's the 12th time in Bedard's career where he's gone at least 7, didn't walk anybody, and struck out at least 5. He's 6-0 in his starts like that. Great stop by Harrison. And Upton is out. Boy, they don't come much prettier than that down at third base.
Now, this is why you play no doubles in these late inning situations. 1-run lead. You don't want anyone getting in the scoring position, so you get on the chalk line. Take that double away. Now you might open up a hole to your left a little bit, but you can't let a fair ball get by you down in the corner. And Harrison definitely did that. Put right down the chalk line, right over the very edge of the bag.
Well, Harrison, it's okay to commit robbery at home like this. Robbed Upton right there. One out. The batter is Montero.
Yeah, Tim, we were talking earlier. I was about how it seemed like Bedard tonight working, a little more quickly than normal and getting through the game rather fast. And that crack gypsy staff we have found out that Bedard beat the Red Sox 1-0. Foul ball. Back in 2008, beat him 1-0 in 2 hours and 11 minutes.
Really?
And he went 7 innings in that game.
Nice. Well, you got to like the trend.
I do. I can't believe an American League game got over 2 hours, 11 minutes.
Well, that might have been the bigger news that night.
Especially with the Red Sox involved.
Yeah, those are usually 3.5-hour games. White passed him for a strike, 1-2. Well, Ray really likes the back end of this bullpen, and how can you not?
Oh, for sure.
52-0 are the Pirates when they lead after 7. Diamondbacks, when trailing after 7, are 3-40. I thought O'Nora was going to ring him up.
Yeah, I think Jason liked that pitch. I liked it. I thought it was a strike. That's our new foul line camera.
Yeah. That's what they'll use next year with instant replay. Fair foul ball. Down on strikes. 2 down as Montero will have to take a seat. Jason Grilli with the whiff.
Well, he might have had him on the pitch before, but comes right back. Oh yeah, number 4 pitch was fairly close.
High heat. Chris Johnson 0 for 2, ground out to third, and he struck out swinging in the 5th.
Grilli gets into a game, pitches an inning, and doesn't strike anybody out. At least one. That's kind of an upset.
Foul down the right side. Snyder will give it a run, but that's up into the seats. Jason Grilli having a fantastic season. Working the 8th inning tonight. Right at Walker. How about that? Another 3-batter inning. Diamondbacks gone in order in the top half of the 8th. Join the Pirates and Pirates charities as we stand up to cancer at PNC Park this Friday as the Bucs host the Padres at 7:05. Ticket packages just $30 with $10 of each package going toward the fight to end cancer. Plus receive a stand up to cancer cap and cheer card. For more information, go to pirates.com/SU2C. So the only run so far, one. Brad Ziegler has come on to pitch for the Diamondbacks in the bottom of the 8th inning. Takes over for Matt Alberts, who went just one. Was bailed out by a double play. And Ziegler, the sidewinder, delivers strike one to Harrison. Pirates wouldn't mind a little insurance this inning. Strike two.
He's the only one of the Arizona pitchers that's not a Diamondback.
He's a sidewinder.
Exactly.
Yeah. Another kind of snake.
Another kind of rattlesnake.
Well, their AAA team for a while, not anymore, but their AAA team used to be down the road in Tucson. They were the sidewinder.
Sidewinded. That one. Quite a ways outside.
Catching a bouncer toward the middle. That's through for a base hit. Another multi-hit game for Andrew McCutchen. A 2-hit night.
If you're going to hit 370, you got to get a couple hits just about every night. Good thing school's starting soon. Chopper right over the head of the sidewinder.
Multi-hit games now for Andrew McCutchen. Gabby Sanchez 1 for 3. He's got an RBI. Drove in Cutchen the 4th. The game's only run. Sanchez an all-star last year with the Marlins. For a ball, 1-0. I know we mentioned this when Sanchez was picked up while the team was in Chicago, but he may be the first guy ever to be traded while on the paternity list. He was with his wife after the birth of their daughter when he found out that he'd been traded. The next morning he was in Chicago in the lineup batting cleanup at Wrigley Field. Batting cleanup again here tonight. Trying to find a way to get the speedy Andrew McCutchen in. You got to hold on to that. One to Gabby Sanchez. One out, bottom of the 8th. There goes McCutchen. Pitch is grounded to the right side, of base hit. McCutchen will turn and head for third. Hit and run. And the Bucs with runners at the corners and 1 out.
They're trying to stay out of a double play. They put on the hit and run. And it works perfectly. Gabby hitting the ball through that hole. He's going to hit the ball right behind McCutchen. McCutchen, I mean, it's so easy for him to get the third. They got to get the ball in a hurry to keep him from thinking about pushing the issue a little bit.
2 hits tonight for Gabby Sanchez. And Now Neil Walker, for the first time tonight, gets to bat left-handed. He's 0 for 3 right-handed against Wade Miley. Now facing the right-hander Ziegler, or will he? Nope. Gibson's coming out to get him. They're going to turn him around, make him bat right-handed. Pitching change at PNC Park. 2 on, 1 out in the bottom of the 8th. Fine, how do you do? HGH Cam slowing the ball down for you. Pirates threatening with 1 out, runners at the corners, a 1-0 game, bottom of the 8th. It's been a terrific ball game here tonight. Eric Bedard, one of the stars, retired 18 of 19 that he faced. And now Mike Zagorski, the left-hander, will turn Neil Walker around, make him bat right-handed. With McCutchen at third and Gabby Sanchez over at first. They want to raise that at the end of the game.
No double plays. Let's get this insurance run home. The Parrot demands it.
Well, the Parrot's got Jolly Roger raising duty tonight. He wants to fulfill it. Gets away, and Sanchez going to stay put.
Thought about it for a moment. That's one of those, if you break immediately, you're probably going to make it. But if there's any hesitation, if you're going to think about it, then you better just go back.
Walker looking for his first hit of the ball game. It'd come at a great time if he can get one here. Mike Zagorski's 1-0. And Walker fouls it off down the first base side.
Walker's pretty committed to going the other way. Does not want to get that trap of trying to pull the ball, roll over the wrist, hit that ground ball to short. He definitely was trying to shoot that ball to right. Now, nothing is a guaranteed way of getting the ball in the air, but you have a much better chance if you try and hit the ball the other direction.
Ground ball to short. And there'll be no play. Run scores. 2-0 Pirates. Might not have been the way Neil Walker drew it up, but it got the job done.
Hey, the box score, base hit, RBI. As long as the job gets done, that's what counts. Lundqvist coming in, got up on the heel of the glove, ends up getting nobody out.
Travis Snyder will have his chance to hit. Snyder's first at bat as a Pirate at home. Traded for Brad Lincoln. Snyder coming over from Toronto. First round pick in 2006. Hot shot, that's through. Here comes Sanchez. It is 3-0.
Welcome to PNC Park, Mr. Snyder. First at bat, he got to flash the Z. This ball's hit very hard. Maybe could have been handled, but when you smoke one like that right on the screws, you deserve a base hit.
Parrott's feeling a little better about things now. Travis Snyder gets the third run in.
He needs to quit dancing out there. He's shaking the whole building. See our camera going up and down.
He's a powerful Parrot.
He's a heavy Parrot, apparently.
He used to go on some diet seeds.
Yeah, lose some lbs.
All that popcorn he was eating.
Yeah, you can't eat like that. Stay trim.
Ron Barajas 1 for 3, reached on an error last time up in the 7th, a base hit in the 5th. Pirates adding 2 here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Those 2 runs are charged to Brad Ziegler. That closes the book on Ziegler. Zagurski responsible for the 2 men on now. Walker at third and Snyder at first.
Yeah, they got another good start out of their young left-hander Miley tonight, but they just couldn't get him any runs.
You think about this, Bob. Think about how the Pirates pitchers have been. Mostly Eric Bedard. Really had a 1-2-3 inning in the 8th. The Diamondbacks haven't sent more than 3 men to the plate in 7 innings. So 7 out of the 8 innings have been 1-2-3 innings. And in the 2nd inning, only 4 men went to the plate.
They're approaching hammer time, too.
Well, the Pirates will take the lead into the 9th. They are 55-0 when leading after 8.
The hammer is limbering up.
Hanrahan continues to loosen. 1 out, 1-2. Barajas fouls it back. You got Hanrahan and Chad Qualls going now too.
I might give Joel the night off if it's not a save situation. One more base hit here. Sacrifice fly. Might be Qualls in the 9th.
Ball and 2 strikes to Barajas. He awaits the next pitch from Mike Zagurski. In the air to center. Here comes Young. He makes the catch. Tagging is Walker. Throw to the plate. Not in time. 4-0.
The Pirates have done a good job tonight a couple of times pushing the envelope a little on the bases. And of course, when it's 3-zip, you can take some chances. This is not a very deep ball at all. off the end of the bat. Young's coming in in a hurry. Look how shallow he is. But Walker decides, what the heck, I'm going for it anyway. And nice late hard slide. Foot first, right to the plate, in there.
Barmes will take ball one low. 2 men out now. Neil Walker scores the 4th run of the game. Travis Snyder still at first. That's 2-0.
We got a 4-run lead. No more safe situation. Looks like it'll be Qualls to finish things up in the 9th. Another new addition. All the new additions are getting in the game tonight. Well, not all of them.
Well, Wandy Rodriguez not going to get in tonight.
No.
But he'll get in on Thursday. So he will oppose Joe Saunders in another battle of left-handers. In fact,
Wandy with the hat on.
Yeah. Pirates will see 3 left-handers out of the 4 starting pitchers for Arizona. Patrick Corbin goes tomorrow night, a lefty, and Joe Saunders Thursday. Of course, Wade Miley tonight. The only right-handers, Ian Kennedy on Wednesday, opposing Kevin Correa. Full count now, and Snyder will run on this pitch.
Good ball game tonight. Great pitching. 10 hits now for the Bucks. 4 runs.
And a great bounce back for Bedard. After giving up 9 runs, 8 of them earned in his last start against Chicago.
Just didn't get one over the fence tonight. Get used to the Pirates hitting home runs all the time.
To center field, Young waits. He makes the catch. Pirates put 3 on the board in the bottom of the 8th inning. Barrett 3 outs away from getting busy out there in his perch. To the top of the 9th inning. Take a look at the Nissan Road ahead. Patrick Corbin at 3-0. Lefty goes tomorrow against Jeff Karstens. Ian Kennedy and Kevin Correa Wednesday in a battle of right-handers. Correa making a spot start. And then a southpaw showdown again. Joe Saunders against Wandy Rodriguez. It's his first home start with the Pirates. Well, he's made 2 starts with the Bucks, both on the road. Karstens tomorrow. He's 4-2. He's been pitching well. He's also been pitching well out of the pen. This will be his 3rd appearance for the Pirates. Started the season with the Phillies and was with the Yankees. was the return for Casey McGee when the Pirates shipped McGee to the Yankees. Bucks get Chad Qualls in return.
That was the kind of taking Lincoln's place. Once Lincoln went to the Blue Jays, kind of everything kind of fit together, a puzzle piece.
Chad Qualls has done pretty well in his prior 2 appearances.
Veteran reliever that still throws pretty hard. Get you a ground ball. Good at picking up double plays. Very valuable coming out of that pen.
Pitched the 8th inning on Friday against Cincinnati, backing up Wandy Rodriguez. Pitched a perfect 8th, striking out 1. Chris Young 0 for 2. I think you know if you've only had 2 plate appearances and you're in the 9th inning, things have not gone your team's way. It's uncommon for a guy who started a game to have 2 plate appearances starting the 9th. That's what happens when you only send 3 men to the plate in 7 of 8 innings.
Not many opportunities for the Diamondbacks to get anything going tonight.
Saw Gerardo Parra in the on-deck circle. Diamondbacks have lost 2 in a row coming into this series. 2 games above 500 at 55 and 53. 4 games off the pace in the National League West and 3rd. 7 games back in the wild card. Of Barajas. I don't know if Rod notices that. I got him on the shoulder. Probably noticed the shoulder more than the mask.
I think he noticed. Well, he noticed that his mask was on sideways after that.
Well, we've seen a couple of times in recent games where his mask has been knocked completely off. I'll shake you up a little. Catches the line drive, and there's 1 out in the 9th. Chris Young 0 for 3. Jay Hayes been slinging the leather around there tonight at that position.
With that 4-run lead, he can play off the line now. Where he was last inning, he would have actually had to go to his left to make that catch instead of the right. But he can try and get over into that hole with the 4-run lead. Take away. We're thinking about having some range to take it away a single. Don't have to worry about the lead-off double with a 4-run lead.
Pedro Alvarez not in the lineup tonight. Harrison will play a little bit during the stretch of 20 games in 20 days. Wants to get Clint Hurdle wants to get some others plugged in. He mentioned today Jordy Mercer is going to have an opportunity here pretty soon. Gerardo Parra takes strike 1. Parra pinch hitting 280. As a pinch hitter, 3 out of 14 this season. Ground ball to second. 1 more out remaining. He's dressed for success tonight. Blomquist 0 for 3 tonight. The leadoff man. Pirates 1 out away from blanking the Diamondbacks in the first of this 4-game series. Brewers on top of Cincinnati right now. If the Brewers can win, Pirates would trim a game off the Central Division lead. Cut it to 3.5. strike to go for Chad Qualls. Nothing and 2 on Bloomquist. Well, these fans are into it, and if you haven't been part of it yet, folks, you owe it to yourself to come down and experience the atmosphere around this ballpark.
They've waited a long time for this, and they're going to enjoy it.
One and 2, the pitch. Got him. That's the ball game. The Pirates have won their 62nd game of the season. Eric Bedard, absolutely terrific tonight, earning his 6th victory of the year. Gabby Sanchez, a couple of hits. Andrew McCutchen, a couple of hits.
Definitely a ball game that you can sit back and savor a little bit. As you just mentioned, the pitching just fantastic. You love ball games like this one. You just take the other team's offense out of the game, keep them out of the game, get your foot on their neck and just keep it there. And that's what the pitching led by Bedard was able to do tonight. And McCutchen, I think, also setting the tone, being so aggressive on the bases, able to account for that only run in the game for a while just because of his speed and his energy and his aggressiveness. The fans had to enjoy this one tonight.
4-0 the final scores. The Pirates start this homestand off in a good way. Let's go over to Rob King and Kent Jacoby.
All right, Tim and Bob, thanks very much. And with this victory for the 3rd time this season, the Pirates a season best, 16 games over 500. And Teak, the big story, no question, the pitching of Eric Bedard tonight.
Absolutely, and his pitching, except with the one hiccup in Chicago, has been great since the All-Star break. We'll talk about it a little later, but I'll tell you what, he came out tonight and gave the Bucks exactly what they needed. 7 strong, 7 shutouts, 7 strong.
Well, the Pirates debut at PNC Park for a number of Buccos tonight. One of them, Gabby Sanchez, is standing by with Dan Potash. Danny?
All right, Rob, thank you very much. Well, Gabby Sanchez, one of the many new kids on the block for the Pittsburgh Pirates, and I know, Gab, you were excited to make your Pirate debut here at home, but how excited are you now? 2 hits and a run scored later in a big victory against the Diamondbacks.
Yeah, I mean, it was a great win today. It was definitely a team game, team game today, and that's all you can say. Bedard came out and pitched a heck of a game, and he gave us a chance. We only had 1 run there until that 9th inning or 8th inning, and he gave us a chance and kept us in there.
You weren't the only new guy, if you will, that contributed. Marte makes the big throw to second. Snyder gets the RBI single. Qualls closes the door in the 9th. Do you feel that you guys have fit in rather quickly with some of these guys while you were on the road?
I mean, it was easy because as soon as we got here, the whole entire team just embraced us. And there was no getting to know anybody. Everybody just became a family right away. And that's what helps us as new guys coming in, just feeling like a part of the team like we've been here all year.
I don't know how much you've faced Eric Bedard in the past, but could you maybe understand Arizona's frustrations tonight?
I mean, he was just on today. His fastball was working, his off-speed was working, he was keeping hitters off their plan, and that's what a starting pitcher has to do, keep us in the game and keep us coming back to hit and try to get runs.
As good as this crowd was tonight, you know it's only going to get better, right?
Yeah, I mean, these guys are great. You guys are the reason why we came out here and had so much electricity in that last inning. Thank you very much.
Gabby, thank you. Welcome to Pittsburgh.
Thank you.
Guys, it's all yours.
All right, Dan, thanks very much. So, yes, the new guys contributing. They combined those guys Dan was talking about 4 for 8 with 2 RBIs. Then Qualls comes in and pitches a scoreless 9th. But, Teak, we got to go back to Eric Bedard, getting the extra day rest and really turning in an excellent performance, his best performance as a Pirate, I think.
Yeah, this is a guy who, kind of staggered into the All-Star break. He wasn't going very strong at all, but coming out now, he's made 4 starts. 3 of them have been excellent, and in each case, he's had an extra day's rest at least. When you look at Bedard, his first start after the All-Star break on July 17th, 6 2/3 innings, 2 hits, 1 run. He followed that up with on 5 days rest on July 23rd with 7 innings, 2 hits, 1 run. And then tonight, 7 shutout innings again, pitching on 5 days rest instead of 4. So, the formula is working for Eric Bedard. Clint Hurdle is trying to, kind of sandwich those extra guys in there, give them a little extra rest. I don't know that anybody is benefiting more from that than Bedard is. His season has really turned around in the last 4 starts.
Pirates finish up a season-high 10-game road trip yesterday. They go 6-4 on that road trip. They begin a season-high 11-game homestand tonight with a 4-0 victory over Arizona. We have a lot coming your way on Pirates pregame presented by Allegheny Sports Medicine. Of course, highlights from this game. Ask Teak about one of the new guys, Starling Marte. Post-game reaction. We have a minor league update for you. A lot coming your way as the Bucs improve to 62-46. It's up next on Pirates Postgame presented by Allegheny Sports Medicine.